Hello. How is everybody this fine Thursday? This day of Thurs. Just going to turn down my audio a little bit. Deceased. Absolutely same, bruh. I was playing Deadly Premonition last time. People probably remember seeing that chaos. So I decided to go for something a little bit easier, a little bit more fun, a little bit more chilled this time. Just going with some Spyro. Because why not? So we're going to start off with Spyro number 1 of the Reignited trilogy. There was a really good sale on Steam recently, so I picked up the trilogy again. I had it on PlayStation, but I thought I'd play it again on stream because I love Spyro, and it's one of those comfort games that you can never have enough of. And they did a really good job on the remaster. So when is Spyro 4? They made a Crash 4. They should make a Spyro 4. So let's go. The adventure we didn't even start. Although it might skip the opening cutscene. No, we're good. Why is there no sound? There was no sound. Anyway, Spyro! Rescued Nestor. Hi, Nestor.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world. What about Nasty Nork?
Nasty Nork!
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Gotta go fight Nasty Nork! With that 90s cool. I'm trying to figure out the controls on computer because again, my Steam is not accepting my PlayStation 5 controller. I think it would much be better with the PlayStation 4 controller. But my PlayStation 4 controller is in Dublin at the moment. So I'll have to make do with a terrible keyboard. I need to get the hang of this for some of the other levels coming up, because that's going to be an absolute pain if I can't see where the fuck I'm going. You should have been here for the last stream. It was a bad time trying to figure out the controls for Deadly Premonition on keyboard. It was truly a time. This is also quite dark. I'll see if I can just brightening it up a little bit, I wonder. Bloom high. Medium bloom. super dark to you guys as well. It's not just me being terrible. Ow. You can do it, Spyro. I believe in you. Because this is not going to be fun when I have to try find the little egg thieves. Oh, this is going to be bad. You can tell that my main platform of choice for games is PlayStation. Because I'm very derpy when it comes to... They're very dark. Yeah, I was thinking. I'm not sure is there a way to lighten them up, because I went into the controls. Before we get like into the game, it's better to get it fixed now. Camera active. That'll be a bit handy as well. Just did it with me. Let's have a look. Let's see. Manage properties. I wonder, is it just this world that is? Let's see how this is. No, they're still super dark. That is a pain in the bum. That is a pain in the bum. I have yet to have a stream that went off without a hitch. There's always had something wrong happen. The last stream was just an absolute mess. I'm still cringing with how, like, trying to open that door in Deadly Premonition was terrible. And my brain is mush today, so I went with something what I thought would be a lot easier. Like, I've played Spyro so much that I thought it would be easy peasy, but apparently not. Dublin! Hi, Dublin. We're in Nasty New York! I'm full of 90s edgelord! No! I really love how in the remakes they gave each of the dragons their own little redesign, so they actually looked so much cooler than in the original, but because the original they were all just the same, but in the remake they gave them personalities and their own little unique designs, and it was very cool. There's the balloon man. Jeez. Thomas! Hi, Thomas.
Hey, Spyro. Press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid. plummeting into prehistoric glaciers? Oh, that.
Hadn't thought of that. Thanks, Thomas. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if increasing my monitor thing will make that a little bit easier to see. Display. Gosh, that is so dark. And I'm not even really sure what I can do about that. It's just super duper dark. I'm struggling to see. Tech issues. I love tech issues. I don't know if this counts as tech issues, but it is definitely something. Definitely annoying. Boo! Booest of urns. I'm starting to think that any game that's on sale on Steam must have something wrong with it. Because we had awful trouble trying to play Deadly Premonition last time, and now this time everything is super dark and difficult to see in the shadows, and there doesn't seem to be a control to change it. Wee! And I missed, of course I did. I was overconfident with my Wii. Okay. And overconfident with my double, my double swoop. I truly live up to the tagline that I suck at games. And you'll all have to suffer through it with me. I wonder, is there a mod? Yeah, because it's a bit, if I wanted to glide, I couldn't. Yeah, I wonder, if there is a mod. You're right, Mare. I live in hell. I am in hell. There we go. Only took, what, like 6 attempts? Oh, there was a trick to this, wasn't there? Did I get it right first go? Oh my god! Nice! I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that one to actually get up there. Anything down here? Just the balloon man. Okay. So I think we should try go into a level and see what it's like in a level. Cause maybe it's just. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot down here is the thing. Whee! Hi! Argus! Hello, Argus!
Cool flash. Do that again.
Do it again!
Artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Neat. I don't know why they gave him the name Argus and didn't make him Scottish. That is such a wasted opportunity. Stonehill, let's go! Woo! Nice. Flip, 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 flip. It's so cool that you can actually make him flap his wings. Yay! I'm slowly getting the hang of the keyboard. Not a lot, mind you, but slowly. Getting there. They're a little less shadowy, yeah. I don't think there's a day-night cycle in Spyro, but it might be that we just got it at a really bad time of day. That's some proper copium, I know. Because it makes me kind of a bit worried, like how some of the other levels that are a little bit darker are going to be. Because here is fine, like it's lovely and bright, but you never know. I completely forgot that Spyro has a fire attack because oh gosh, it's been absolute years since I've played Spyro. Hi, Lindar. I heard they make great chocolate.
When you free a dragon or step on one of the platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I like Steampunk Dragon Man. Very good. I love how in the Reignited trilogy you also get a map, which is very nice. So I remember like little baby Skark playing Spyro for the first time on the old PlayStation 1, where there was absolutely no help whatsoever. It was just Godspeed, like... Astor! Yes, you can burn off the sheep's wool.
And all the dragons pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger.
Thingamajigger?
Take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story. No thanks. See ya.
What a dick. I'm actually going to turn up the subtitles because they're a little bit distracting. No, I don't want to hear your words of wisdom, old man. The key. I remember all the old tricks. The old trickaroos. I'm an OG gamer. My bones are made of dust. Whee! You can't look at him! Oh, look at the little baby! Oh, poor thing. Give me all them gems. Gavin. Ooh, the mustache on that man.
His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong, like me.
Sure.
Like a Gavin. Hipster dragon. Do you think that Spyro, in particular the Reignited trilogy, was responsible for an awful lot of people's furry awakenings? Or at least scaly awakenings? Because why are some of the dragons sexy? That's a thing that shouldn't be. Why did they make the dragon sexy? Yeah. Yeah. Although I am very proudly not a furry. I respect them and their craft and all of that jazz, but it's not something that I've ever really gotten into. Sure. It is actually. I've never gotten into the furry genre. But I do appreciate furries, and they have their own community and economy, which is wild. I do appreciate that they have their own economy. Now, if we're getting into Monster Banger territory, both furries and scalies, I'd imagine. Remember, they have non-dragon anthro characters too. That is true. Scalies are a thing. I know somebody online that is a scaly, and their Fursona is kind of like a gecko thing, but they did it with like their D&D character. It was pretty cool.
For the longest ride, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
All dragons found. Yay! Oh, it's your boy! Come on! Ah! Trying to catch these guys when I was a kid was so frustrating. I will conquer you! Come back here! Ah! Oh, I nearly have him, nearly have him! Ah! Damn! Ah! Yeah! Ha! Gotcha! And it only took about 2 rounds. So it's better than I thought. Better than I thought. There are gems hiding up here, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Because I do want to try get all gems to the best of my ability, which I know is going to be a fool's errand because doing that with the PC controls is going to be pretty difficult unless I get the hang of it. Yeah, at 3/4 of the playtime. It was so hard. It was unnecessarily hard. Can we go up there? Is there gems to be had up there? No, I don't think so. So I'm missing 11. Where could they be? Hmm. 11 is a lot of gems to be missing. So I think maybe we do go up there. Where are the gems? I'd imagine they're up here somewhere. Like, I remember when I was playing this for the first time, as a little baby Skark. The things that caught me the most, that I got stuck on the longest, was some of the jumps. Like trying to get like the long glide jumps and that they took forever to get and to nail them properly, because I have sucked at games for a very long time apparently. I'm nearly certain you cannot get up there. But it would be typical if they are up there and I'm just dozy. Yeah, because it seems to have an invisible wall there, so they're not up there. They're not there. Oops. Seven gems now. Aha! There we go. Five gems. Five gems. Where could they be? Because 5 gems could theoretically just be one singular gem worth 5. So that would be very frustrating. I did the secret thing down there. Ah. Oh, it's annoying. Because I do want to do the full, like 100%, like to get all of the gems. So we might have to come back and see where that gem is. Because I'm missing like one singular gem, I think. Oh, there it is. Yay! There we go. Yeah. Nice. Because it sucks that they hide them in the most awkward of places, and then you're stuck going around in circles trying to find them. Ah. Yes, we found them. Yay. And I didn't waste too much time trying to find them. Yay! Zap me, Tinkerbell! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's because I'm missing 10 gems in here, and I think all of them are over here. These ones. And it is brighter now here. So I think it might have just been there's a day-night cycle and we were just in the really shit time of day. Possibly. Yay! Ha. 2. Oh, I'm missing 2 gems? Are you serious? I get the feeling it might be one of these guys that I haven't killed. Or something. Oh no, it's over there. Yay! So I've 100%ed the main artisan level. Cool. So we're doing good in our 100% run. 100% run. Stony Hill. Sandy Shores. We'll do the one in the maze first. Oh, we only just realised that the things are floating. That's cool. Dark Hollow. That this is going to be interesting how this is with the shadows. Hopefully not too bad, because I remember this being like the nighttime level. Flip, 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 flip. Flip. Flip, flip. Whee! Okay, so far it's not too bad. El Toasty Frogos. Yeah, I think it might have just been a really bad time of day. Possibly. Because I don't seem to have any problem with the shading in here. Oh, look at him!
I wasn't sure if you discovered those annoying little creatures. Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's some hints. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Thank you for this information that I just forgot you can do a barrel roll. Thank you for this information that I already have put into practice without having been told. This is 100% definitely my first time playing this game. Ouch. A super fun fact about Spyro. For my husband and I, for our wedding, we had Spyro music playing at the reception. When everybody was having their dinner and their meal, we had the Spyro the Dragon music playing in the background. Because it was really neat. Oh, I got a Steam achievement for that. So I've been fond of Spyro for quite a while. When in doubt, just spam fire! Hi, Darius.
Big enemy like this Nork with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that could defeat them.
Haha. Haha. Oswin. Hello, Oswin.
Spyro, wanna know a secret? Use the action button when you wanna zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
I love to think, like, how he would explain this in universe, because Spyro is just like, ha, your secret's safe for me. What the fuck is an action button? This is real life, sir. Actually, I'm not even sure what the action button is on, That's not helpful, because I am unfortunately on keyboard. What is the action button? It's good to know the P. If I get really frustrated, I can cheat and use P. So it's F is the action button, I think. Sure. Yeah, just like getting all this hints and tips to play it as a game, and he's like, These guys have been statues for way too long. They seem to be having brain damage. He's probably looking at him and was like, sure, Grandpa, action buttons. Time to ship you off to the home. Yay! So I have all my dragons and I have all my gems. So that is Sleepy Hollow done. Yeah. Or Dark Hollow? Dark Hollow? Sleepy Hollow? Dark Hollow. Sorry. We are done. Yay! Oh. If I could manage to not fall off the ledge, we're done. And you know, I don't think I'm any better playing this when I do have controller. Now that I think about it, I'm probably just as bad. Wee! Flap! Flap! Victory flap! Victory flap! Yay! Okay. So, what is the other one? It's Sandy Shores. It's this one, isn't it? Or Sunny Flight. Oh, this is the flight levels. I was so bad at the flight levels when I was growing up. Now, when I played the Reignited trilogy on the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4, I had to get my husband to do the flying levels because I was really bad at them. So, prepare yourselves. This is going to be a bad time for all involved. Whoa. Oh. Ah. So what I'm actually trying to do is figuring out the controls. Because the controls are different. There we go. The controls are slightly different. And they're inverted as well, which does not help the situation. Some people say that inverted controls helps them, but they do not help me at all. Flying levels do be suffering. Yep, they very much do be. But I'm getting the hang of it now that I kind of know what's happening now, and I don't have to do the struggling. Well, I do obviously have to do the struggling. What is life if it's not struggle? But I at least now know the up and down, so that might help. You know, ironically, I think it's a testament to my own... fuck. I was doing so well with that as well. It's kind of a testament to my own hubris that I thought, like, if ever I was to speedrun a game, it would be something like the Spyro games or Fable. I thought I'd if I was to speedrun, I'd speedrun Fable. But considering how much I'm struggling to play this on keyboard, I doubt it would be something that I'd be able to do. And fucking I missed that ring. Shit. I'm gonna quit this for now. I think the flying levels might be something that I can come back to if I can get a controller working. Because I think it's just that my PlayStation 5 controller isn't getting picked up. Sure. I think it's my PlayStation 5 controller isn't getting picked up, but I might try it with maybe my Switch controller. That might work a bit better. I think I will come back for the flying levels. I think. Because nobody wants to see me suffer over and over again, failing at a level. Because that's frustrating to watch as well as frustrating to play. Unless you guys like seeing me suffer. But I doubt you do. Because after a while it just gets frustrating, it's not really fun. Rescue Titan! Hi Titan!
Welcome to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us. Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Sorry, lost my orientation there for a second. Fuck your tents. I forgot what the trick for these were. Was it? Yeah. Yeah. I completely forgot how they worked for a few seconds. Ice cavern. Magnus! Hi, Magnus. Roar.
Hey, Spyro.
He's thick.
Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong.
Why is he squatting?
Butterfly.
Oh, that's so weird. Why are you squatting at me, sir? I did not consent to this squatting. Yay. Bonk. Dr. Skemp. That's one of the boss levels, isn't it? The Dr. Skemp. I think. Fuck. I am so good at this game and not at all terrible. Come here, bunnies. I need your flesh. Shit. Gunner. Oh, he has many teeth.
Good work, and I know you fulfill your destiny.
See a dentist.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
See a dentist, sir. Gotcha! Haha! Although, poor Sparks is looking a bit anemic there. Let's go find some more rabbits. Come here, buddy! Sorry. So I think there was something about being able to use these. Oh shit. Womp womp. Did I lose my egg? No, I didn't. Yeah, like, they did not need to give him so many teeth. That's like an aggressive amount of teeth. An unsettling amount of teeth. He is a dragon, that's very true, but that doesn't stop the amount of teeth being unsettling. That does not absolve him from scary teeth. Maybe their teeth are like sharks and they just keep growing new ones. I mean, that would make sense in like dragon lore. That would make sense. I can't believe I missed these and they were just straight in front of me. Okay, so I have all my dragons, I have my egg and all my gems. So I think we can go into an actual level now. I'm going to the first one, this one. Dry Canyon. This used to be in the Spyro demo. If you ever got one of those demo discs as a kid. Yeah. Flip. Flip, flip. Why you flip? Oh god, hamsters. The more I learn about hamsters, the more horrifying they are as creatures. Like, they're just... The casual cannibalism, just... I can't cope. god, he is difficult because he's so close to the black goo. And I've such poor control over everything. Hamsters do be tiny eldritch abominations. They're so creepy. Like when you look into them and it just, the cannibalism, and like sometimes they have babies because they're hungry. It's like awful. And I've never heard a story of a hamster owner having their hamster pass away in a way that was not incredibly traumatizing. Like, some of the stories you see on Reddit of, like, saying that they're... Oh, Conan. Hey,
For releasing me, Spyro.
no problem, sir. Like, the people on Reddit talking about, like, their hamster eating baking soda and exploding and stuff, and it just sounds like so traumatizing. I never had a hamster growing up. My mom is terrified of like rodents, so we never had any hamsters or anything like that. We just had a dog and some cats. But I'm glad I escaped the terror of hamsters. Okay, I've got a good run and a good control. I am concentrating so hard. I'm so sorry. I am so far behind. I don't even think I'll catch up with him. Nearly. Ah! I should really kill some rabbits just to be safe, because I'm... Oh, there we go! Hamster's one of the very few pets I didn't have. Yeah, I didn't know many people growing up that had them, but as I said, anytime I did hear of somebody having them, they had just the worst times. Unnecessary trauma. Hello! We're playing Spyro, the Drugan. have not had to pay money bags yet. We are still very early on in the game. We haven't gotten to the rich bastard yet. We're only just after getting into the Peacekeeper world, and this is the first level that I've unlocked in the Peacekeeper world, Dry Canyon. Ivor! We're trying to get all of the gems, which has not been fun.
Dragon I've been hearing so much about. Ever since we were a wee pop of smoke. We've known, you've known, I forget.
Why did they give the old man with dementia bombs? That seems like a very counteractive thing to do. Oh, I'm so glad he got caught. Nice. Oh yeah, fuck money bags. Oh my god. And they wonder why our generation is so against capitalism. Oh yeah, I can absolutely turn it up. Hold on. How are we? It's kind of hard to know how loud things are because my headphones are at a different volume. Moneybags is the OG landlord before Tom Nook. Yes, oh my god. Like, he was the one that made us hate capitalism. That is like, what do you mean I gotta pay so much money? It's outrageous. I currently have no bugs, no sparks, which that's not good. And I just died. Excellent. Do I keep my gems after I die, I wonder? Oh, I do. Well, that's something. I'm missing 2 dragons and nearly 200 gems. Boo. It's hard to pick a favourite Spyro game. I did really like 2, ironically. It was one of my favourite ones because I loved having to go to each world to collect the egg, and I remember like the Tiki game where you had a load of like fish that you had to throw into the Tiki mouth. It's so hard to pick a favourite because the trilogy is so great, as the 3 of them are equally as good as the other, like, and especially with the Reignited trilogy, they've done such a good job with updating them that it's so hard to pick a favourite because they're all great. They're like all continuations of each other, so it feels like just one big game. It's really cool. I'm very fond of the Reignited trilogy, like, as I said at the very start of the stream, but there's more people to say hi to today. I love that they did the trilogy for Crash Bandicoot, and then made Crash 4, and I just wonder why they never did it for Spyro, because I know the company that was, or the game studio that was making this, got absorbed into like Activision and stuff. So that's probably why we never got a Spyro 4. But it's such a pity that they didn't, because the Crash 4 was fantastic. So it would be cool if we got a Spyro 4. I'm so bad at flight levels. I'm so bad at them. Like, you've missed like a little bit earlier that I was attempting the first flight level, and I just decided that I'm going to go back to do them when hopefully I can get my controller working, because the PlayStation 5 controller doesn't seem to be working with my Steam. But I'm going to see if I can work it with a PlayStation 4 controller, or if I could get my Switch Pro controller working. Oh, it's up there, okay. Okay. You were raging you missed Deadly Premonition last week. I only got, like, to the bare minimum into it, so I'm definitely going to be playing it further, because I do want to complete it on the stream. So I'm definitely going to be playing more Deadly Premonition, so you haven't missed it all anyway. You should have seen it last week. I was struggling. I'm struggling to play Spyro as it is, but like playing Deadly Premonition, I was struggling with a capital S. Like, it was so bad. I'm missing nearly 53 gems. And I'm missing a dragon. The game itself is an enemy. Like how the camera is the final boss in Sonic. It really is, like, oh my god. Playing through, it's been a long time since I've played through it. The last time I played through it with my husband, I forgot how they just do not tell you anything important when you're trying to play it for the first time. Like, I was stuck on the fuse box in the very start of the game for longer than I care to admit. I put up all my VODs of my playthroughs and my streams up on YouTube, so it's YouTube Skittlesgark, and you can find the VOD of me absolutely struggling for my life to play through on YouTube. Yeah, it's bad times. But again, it is a masterpiece of a game where it is both simultaneously the best game you will ever play and the worst game you will ever play. It is more than the sum of its parts, somehow. And I don't know if it's picking up on the mic, but you can probably hear my poor baby having a bit of a whinge. But do not worry, my husband is in fact with her, and I'm not just neglecting my child to play Spyro. She is being taken care of, I swear. Bringing me on Jeremy Kyle, I know. It's terrible. No, she is fine, and she is being taken care of, I swear. she's having some really bad teething at the moment. Her 6th tooth broke through, so she's having a bit of restless sleep at the moment. So her bedtime is usually at about 8, so that's why I stream at 8:30. Little Miss does not like flying levels, no. She's not fond. Am I gonna reach it? No. There we go. Yay! Where's the key now, I wonder? I'm missing an area, I think. Yeah, it's been rough. Like, in general, she has been great with teething. That, she hasn't been too cranky, but some nights, it stops her from going to sleep. So, I think tonight sounds like one of those nights I can hear through my headphones. Poor Pat. And she's also, in the first stages of walking, which, is crazy. We were holding her up there the day before yesterday, and she was taking first few little steps being held up, so that's really cool as well. So she's going through a lot. She's going through a lot of big baby things. So we have to give her a bit of grace that she's a little bit cranky. And she recently moved into her own room as well. So the layout of our house is, I'm in the office, which is like our figure room where it has like all of our anime figures and stuff. And before, she was in our room, which is to that side of the room, so it was a little bit further away from where her room is. So she's like right opposite the computer, so she can probably hear me a lot more as well. But we are moving in the end of this year into our forever home. Yay! And we'll have a better setup for that, where I'll be streaming downstairs as opposed to upstairs. So I hopefully won't be waking her up. But it's going to be really fun. I hope that she gets into video games the same way myself and my husband are, because that would be really cool to have more things to do and more fun times to play with her. It'd be really cool if she got into video games. I hope so. I'd die if she plays Ga. Oh my gosh. That's the real fear. It's a real fear. What if she gets into Ga? But I think it would be okay if she did get into Ga. You can't hold it too much against her. They'll play for county. It's something I never got into when I was a kid, but like, it's supposed to be great, like, fun and community and stuff, so if she wants to get into it, I'd be 100% supportive of that. I just would find it terribly boring. I'm not much of a sports person. I have the coordination of an octopus and a unicycle, and I have the run speed of a sloth on sedatives, so I'm not really built for sport, unfortunately. I'm trying to figure out how on earth I'm going to get up there. I'm not built for speed. I'm not built for endurance. I'm built different. Incorrectly, but different. Yeah, if she got into ice skating, I could indoctrinate her into the Yuri on Ice cult. Ah! Back. Yeah, if I could get her into ice skating, that would be great. Because I absolutely love watching ice skating when it's on like the Winter Olympics. Because I'm a big fan of Yuri on Ice, obviously. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of Yuri on Ice, so that translated into a really big fan of real life figure skating. So it would be cool if she actually did that. I would be very supportive and very into that. Oh, not that I wouldn't be supportive no matter what she got into. I'm just not getting the height there. And medalists. It was the new anime about a little girl who loved ice skating. Oh, that's cool. I must watch that. I'm so behind on anime at the moment. Like, I haven't watched anime in a shockingly large time. I usually only get about like one evening a week where I get to do something that isn't work. And I spend it streaming. So, unfortunately, I haven't gotten to watch a lot of things recently, which is a shame because I keep meaning to watch The Acolyte. I know Mare is a very big fan of that, and they really want me to play that, so I will. I promise I will. Yeah, I'm behind on all of the fun stuff because there's a load of anime that came out like last year that I have on my to watch list, but I haven't gotten around to actually watching yet. Because, like, I meant to watch the Dun 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 Dun, that one, because that's supposed to be really good. I am the same. We're talking on Kaizo, and it was like how I did watch 3 episodes of all the current shows. Yeah, like, I haven't even gotten to watch 3 episodes of the current shows. I really should. I'm so far behind. I swear I will get there eventually. If I was better at time management, that's kind of my problem at the moment. Because during the day, I'm obviously minding my baby and I work. I run my own store. So that is a lot of work. And it's hard to work, watch a child, and watch anime at the same time. Because that is about a little bit more brain capacity than I have. Apothecary Diaries is on my to watch list. I have heard that it's supposed to be very good, and I heard the manga is really good as well. So that's definitely on my to watch list. I'm trying to figure out how to get up there. I'm missing a dragon and I'm missing 29 gems. In fairness, there used to be 20 or so shows per season, now it's more like 100 per season. I found out what's worth my time, and even the YouTubers whose job it is to watch anime find it hard to keep up. Yeah, I have noticed that, like, the amount of anime coming out is astronomical from when back in the day when I used to watch loads of anime, you know? It's gone mental how much has come out. But I've also heard that it's so much good stuff as well. Like, it's a lot of really good shows, so there's a lot to watch. You're kind of spoiled for choice. How do I get over there? Oh, this is so annoying. Because I know that everything I'm missing is up there. Ah. I mean, back then half was trash too. At least 5 isekais a season. Oh yeah, like, I used to watch anime religiously, like I used to watch a lot of it, and I kind of stopped for a while because all of the anime that was coming out was just isekais, and it was getting a little bit much. Like, I do appreciate a good isekai, like there can be some really, really good ones, but when nearly every entry in a season was isekai, it was just getting so repetitive, and they were getting ridiculous as well, so it wasn't... I kind of fell out of it a little bit, kind of got a bit bored of the repetitive nature of it, because there's some amazing anime out there, there's some really cool stuff, and it's worth watching. This is an easier way over to here, as I don't have to go around. But I still don't know how to get up there! Ah! In another world with my smartphone. There's like that time I got reincarnated as a refrigerator, and like... What was the one? It was like, I got reincarnated as a spider in a dungeon, so what? Or something like that. I can see in my head people doing a little hover at the end of their jumps. There is like a little hover thing, is there? Controls. There is. F is hover. I wonder if that might work and save this awful track of me failing over and over again. Spyro, do the flaps. That did not work. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna set it to a different thing. So it's currently F. I'm gonna set it as... I'm gonna set it as here. No, that's a bad move. Okay, I'm gonna set it as R. So. practice over here. Excellent. 10 out of 10. That just seems to kind of drop them down as opposed to hover. I wonder, is it a skill I have to unlock? 'Cause that would be a pain. Yeah, just pressing the hover button just drops them straight down. That is annoying. Because, yeah, the hover, or it just drops them down. As opposed to the flappy flaps. Do you have to beat the first flying one to learn it? Surely not. Surely... Oh, please tell me not. That would be the worst news. Oh my god. Well, at least I know that what I'm missing is entirely over there and in the locked chest. So I'm gonna get exit and see. We'll do another level anyway. We'll go into Clifftown. And we can always go back, because I know exactly what I'm missing in that level. So we can always go back. We can always backtrack. There's no law saying we can't. Whee! He must go now. His people needs him. Is this the one with the really big jump? I hope it's not, because there is one, I think it is in Spyro 1, that has a ridiculous... Oh, I think it is the one with the really long jump! If you thought that one was bad, wait until you see how bad this is going to be. Ah. I suck at games. And you're all having to suffer through it with me. It's like you all thought I was being dramatic when I said that I was shit at games, but no, I'm genuinely shit at games. Most of the time when I play the game, it is my husband playing the game and me telling him what to do. Or like I'm beside him and I'm kind of backseat gaming a little bit, because I just don't have the skill to game quite like most people who have any kind of dexterity. I am not a good gamer. But I like playing games all the same. I suck at them very badly, but I enjoy them all the same. You have to get a good run going in order to catch these, I think. Who is doing that sound, by the way? Ugh. Sounds like old Greg in the pub. Ugh. Oh, yeah! Got him! It says hovering is unavailable in the first game, Spyro the Dragon. Ah, so it is something you unlock in the other games. I was wondering. Halvor. Look at you and your hammer.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
You're done.
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
Yeah, totally radical, dude. So, huh. So it's not a hover. Just gonna have to figure out how to... Oh, it was these guys! Oh, I was wondering who was making that terrible noise. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get up there then in that level without hover. Because I don't like seeing or forcing people to watch me suffer. Because it's not fun, you know, when you're just seeing somebody have to do the same thing over and over again because they're really shit at it. I thought some streamers, that's kind of their whole thing. But I don't think I make it fun. I think I just infuriate people. Because I get very infuriated by it myself. So... It's like, if every year, like, oh my god, how are you not frustrated? I am. I am equally as frustrated in myself. Oh, is that a... Come back to you. Enzo! Hi, Enzo.
What's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
This is the glide from hell. Did not mean to do that, but sure. Well, we'll at least glide over here first. Wow. Because I'm missing quite a lot of gems. So there must be a lot over there. And I'm also missing a dragon. Okay. Ah! was a child, it took me so many goes to get over here. Like, it was infuriating. I am so happy with myself. Oh my god. Maybe I'm not shit at games. Maybe I'm just okay at games. Ah! Oh, it's the world's simplest pleasures, I'm telling you. Oh, the absolute feeling of relief I have that I got that in the first go. It's terrible. Hello, Marco. Paolo.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
Thanks. Good to know. Need to make sure I have all of the gems over this direction first, though. Yeah, I think I got them all. She says, tentatively. Missing 50 gems. 50 gems. So, where, pray tell, are the 50 gems? 40 gems. Can I do it? Can I do it twice in a row? Yes! She loves it! Lands it. Yes. I'm so surprised that it's actually easier to do it on keyboard on this than it was when I was doing it on controller. That's kind of embarrassing. Still missing a lot. Oh, pff, that would have been helpful. And they are behind me. So there must be ones out. Interesting. Oh my gosh! Haha! Thank you, Obity! Hi! he's a really cool streamer as well. If you wanted to ever check them out, they do a lot of cool things too. Oh my gosh! I wasn't paying attention and I flew straight off. Oh dear. I got distracted. I needed a key. From one type of nostalgia to another, it made sense. Ah, thank you so much. Yeah, like Spyro is such nostalgia. It has to be done. Yeah, oh my gosh, the Reignited trilogy is fantastic. It's really well done. Like, it captures what made the original Spyros good very well, but also did some quality of life things to make it a little bit easier, because the first games were a product of the 90s. They did have their wonderful amount of jank, but jank nonetheless. So yeah, the Reignited trilogy is really worth picking up. I know it was on sale recently. That's how I actually got it for Steam, because I had played it originally on the PS4 when it came out. I was playing Fury. Oh my gosh, Fury. My husband loves that game, but it is so hard. The music is an absolute bop. They have some really good soundtrack, like a lot of... They've Moon as well. Moon is great. And the soundtrack Fury is great. I'm trying to figure out where is the key, because it's supposed to be a key for that chest, and Sparks is just pointing me in that direction. Because it has been such a long time since I've played Spyro, I have completely drawing a blank on where anything is. That's what's keeping me in it. We reached the boss fight with the music that sold me on the game as a whole. Which one is that? Like, which boss? Oh, the burst sniper lady. Oh my god, yes. I'm trying to remember the name of one of the soundtracks, one of the artists that did the soundtrack that I listen to on the regular on like on Spotify, and they have like their stuff on YouTube as well, and it's really good. She was used for the PS4 trailer. Yes, I remember that. I remember actually when it got shown off at E3 years and years ago. And I remember that trailer very well. It was very good. Carpenter Brew! That is one of the people who are on the soundtrack, but Carpenter Brew does a lot of other stuff. Do you know the most frustrating thing? In 2020, before the pandemic had really started, we had gotten tickets to see Carpenter Brew in the south of France. We were going to go to an electronic festival, and they had Carpenter Brew, and they had Caravan Palace, and they had a load of really good indie kind of synthwave bands, and we were so excited. But then COVID happened, and they all cancelled, because obviously the lockdowns, they had to. So we still have yet to see Carpenter Brew, and I am so sad. I cannot find where the key is in this level. But oh my god, if anybody's watching and they haven't listened to Carpenter Brew, oh my god, 3 times in a row I'm landing that jumps. I just kept missing him. Same, like, they're French dudes, so they mostly play in France, and we'd have no problem travelling to France if we could get tickets to one of his shows, but he never announces them with any length of time before they completely sell out, so we have not gotten to see him yet, but we will, eventually, we will. And I'm definitely willing to travel to see it as well, because, like, as I said, we had originally gotten the tickets for... I'm looking up where the key is for this level. We originally had the tickets for the south of France, and I was so excited to see, like, Caravan Palace as well, but they just never... They never played again in the south of France, and it's such a shame! In what level are we on? Clifftown? I'm one of those terrible people that look up the things when I get lost, especially when I'm on stream. I don't want to be annoying the absolute bejesus people. The portal to Clifftown, checkpoint. I don't like to be annoying people with getting stuck on levels for ages, so it's just easier to look things up. Gems. It doesn't say anything about that chest needing a key, but I think that's a key chest. I think it's a key chest. Or I've just been wasting a whole lot of time going around, which is also highly possible. Fuck. I've used guys a bunch even in games I love because they can be annoying without... They can! And it makes me such a fake gamer. It makes me feel like such a fake gamer when I have to use a guide because I end up getting stuck and wrecking my head. I thought because there was a lock on it that it needed key, and I just wasted everyone's time. Hey, Clifftown done! Excellent. Let's go to the portal. I still have a printed guide here somewhere if it came out with the magazine for Silent Hill. Oh my god, you definitely need a guide for Silent Hill though, especially the old ones. Oh my goodness. Did you see the trailer for Silent Hill F? Silent Hill F? That looks so incredibly cool. It's definitely one that we have to play. It gives me a lot of like Hellgirl vibes, if you've ever seen the anime Hellgirl. It looks so cool. I have to play it when it comes out. I'll struggle through it, but it looks so good. It's very Siren. It is. I love a good horror game. My heart can't take it, but I do love a good horror game. And Silent Hill is a classic. So the fact that there's going to be a new one, and it seems like such a different vibe than the original Silent Hills, it's going to be pretty cool, I think. Yeah, I'm excited, but as much as I hate to say it, I have to be cautious. Konami have burnt me before. Yeah, that is a very, very fair. It is very fair, because sometimes they can be very hit or miss. Yeah, I completely completely behind you on that one. So I think Dr. Skemp, is that the only other one that we have in this level that isn't a flight one, maybe? Confronting Dr. Skemp. Emergency conducted. Especially after Homecoming, Downpour, and the cancellation of Hills. Yes, that was a hard one when they cancelled Hills. Because it's such a shame to have a games company like that where they can be so hit or miss, because they make some fantastic games, but then in the same breath you have to kind of be very cautious because you just never know, they could just end up being absolutely dog shit. I'll never forgive them for like some of the Resident Evils, or not Resident Evils. You can tell that my brain is completely fried. It's not a pachinko. It's not a pachinko machine this time. Yes. You see, I wouldn't mind necessarily if they made pachinko games if they were actually over here. Oh, nice. Because Ireland doesn't have any pachinko parlors, so we don't get to play any pachinko games. Metal Gear Solid, yes. Ah, poor Kojima. Justice for Kojima. But speaking of, Death Stranding 2 is on the horizon. We got an updated Fox Engine version of MGS3, but it was also the pachinko machine. I know, oh god. Like, I can't remember what year it was that it was at an E3 and everybody was really excited to see like new Metal Gear Solid stuff, and it turned out to just be a pachinko machine, and you could visibly see the crowd just going, oh. I don't know why they announced it at an E3, but there you go. It was not received well. Trondo. Hi, Trondo.
Dr. Shemp is so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing, he should watch his back.
Sure. Why not? Let's go! The problem is, a lot of the time, E3 has a thing where they have so much to announce that that's kind of the problem, that there's too much to announce, and then they don't give time to things that people are excited for and focus on things that people are not excited for. And you can't ever forget like that notoriously bad Xbox presentation they did one year that was just terrible. And then you kind of understand why PlayStation won the console war generation. That was a particularly bad year for Konami because it was just after they fired Kojima and Hills was meant to be their next big thing. Yeah. Like, I think Kojima splitting from Konami was for the better overall, because it kind of gave Kojima creative liberty for better or for worse. It gave him a bit more creative liberty, and we got Death Stranding out of it, and I think no more second-hand games. the year that they did when what's his name? The guy from Xbox was like, oh yeah, if you don't have online, you could just play Xbox 360. And then PS4 got announced, and they were like, how you share games on the PS4? You just hand them to your friend. Oh my god, I have never seen such a slaughter of advertising as that. It was incredible. Yeah. I need to figure out how to get behind him. It's been a while since I've played this, so I'm making very rookie mistakes. The Dreamcast PS2 one when man went up and said $2.99 and left. Yes! Oh, that was definitely another slaughter. It was great. Nothing quite like your competition just handing you the W like that. Yeah. Yeah, oh, when the Xbox One and that came out, it was a catastrophic failure that I don't think they recovered from since. They still haven't, like even with all the stuff on Game Pass, and they have a lot of good games now, it's still nothing compared to what they could have had if they hadn't flubbed that so hard. I wonder, is there going to be a similar thing like that now with the Switch 2? Because people are having a lot of mixed feelings about the Switch 2, like the cost of the Switch 2. Which, I mean, console games are getting, or consoles and console games are getting very expensive. So I can completely understand why a lot of people are like, man, that's a lot of money. Like, as well, what's really rustling my jimmies about the I bet you. PC parts are also going to get so expensive because of tariffs. That is true. They're going to get absolutely crazy expensive. And I really dislike that they're doing regional pricing, where like the American Switch is, if you converted it into like euro, it is significantly cheaper than the Europe one, but for some reason we're just getting more expensive things now, while America is the one that's doing all the tariffs, but yet somehow we're the one that's like having to pay all the extra for it, and that sucks. But especially with the tariffs on like Taiwan and China, where like most of the computer components come from, I think it's going to be very not good. Remember how you get over there. Over here. Yes, it is from over here. Whee! Yay! Because, like, the cost of the console wouldn't be so bad if the games themselves were affordable. But I don't understand why a digital game would be nearly £100. I think that's a bit insane, because you're not even getting the physical copy. Like, if it was a physical game, I could understand being like £100. Like, fair, okay, you're getting a solid item. But when it comes to digital media, I think it's a bit not fun, because if the store goes down, like, say even for Steam, if the store went down, a lot of people's games would just be gone and you wouldn't have them on physical. So anytime I do have the option, I do try and get physical games. Like, I had gotten Hades on Steam, and then I got it on Switch, and then I think Limited Run did a physical copy of Hades, and I also bought it a third time. Because it's worthwhile getting the physical copies of games. We got the physical copy of Limited Run that when they did the Return of the Obra Dinn. If you haven't played the Return of the Obra Dinn, I cannot stress enough, it is one of the best games I've ever played. It is incredible. And Limited Run did a physical release of it, a very obviously limited run release of it, and it was very cool. I went in on the RG version of Beyond Good and Evil, and I'm waiting for it to arrive now. Ooh, very good. That would be cool. Last year, so they had classified hard left sentiments and most recent actions intensified it. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Since like 2016, I've been getting progressively more aggressively left. And I'm currently helping out the People Before Profit, the left-leaning political party in Ireland. I'm doing graphics and stuff for them because I just got very incensed after November and all the shit that's happening in America. It needs to have some not happening here. So yeah, anybody who is watching, please register to vote. It doesn't matter who you vote for. What the important thing is that you exercise your right to vote, because the worst thing possible is complacency. Don't get complacent when you regards to your local government, because change happens when everybody votes. But Scar, change never happens. Things just stay the same. That's because you don't vote. That's because you don't vote. Anybody that I've seen that has said that change can't happen is by somebody that in the same breath say they don't vote, and that's why. So vote. Go vote. Todor.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor, and in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Oh. Good to know. I work with Americans, the buyer's remorse, and some of them have it real fun. I'd imagine, and it must be so difficult to wrestle with if somebody did vote for Trump and then have their businesses and their livelihoods be in such disarray, even though that's what he said he'd do. Yeah, like, my sympathy can only go so far, because he did say all of these things up front. It wasn't as if, like, he hid any of his plans. But I do feel like a lot of people were duped, and now we're left with the absolute dumpster fire because of it. like a lot of my business is done with American dollar, unfortunately, because the site I sell a lot of my like 3D models and stuff on is an American site. So I've been noticing the dip in the value of the dollar really badly. It is very noticeable, and it's starting to affect like my business. And I'm not even from America. I got no say in any of their in their political choices, but yet like my business is still taking a hit from it. And I see a lot of indie creators and a lot of small business owners on Instagram having to close down and to stop orders and put a halt on a lot of their productions at the moment because of the tariffs and because it's so it's so unpredictable at the moment. It really sucks. Like, it's such a hard one because I did it again. Shit. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. Because I do promise that I don't get on my soapbox that often. But as I said, I am involved in a political party, so I do get very incensed and impassioned about these things. And it is fun being a filthy Marxist as well. Andor!
Thank you for releasing me.
Sure thing, buddy. Asher.
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro.
No problem.
Where was
I gotta go play some shuffleboard. So my Saturday 12-hour stream turned to a 30-minute rant on ownership and ethical buying practices after certain authors and artists have a history of saying quite part out loud. Yes. In the middle of Dark Souls and physical media came up. What else would I do? Yeah. You should see how often our private chats between friends went to a capitalist rant. Yes. It's very regularly our rants go from, oh, how are you? How's your day out? Let's eat the rich. Trans rights are human rights. It happens very, very regularly. And it is terrible at the moment. My mother is a very big Harry Potter fan, and trying to dissuade her from financially supporting it while still being a fan as such has been difficult. But she said that she already owned the books and she already owned the DVDs of the movies, so she's not going to be getting anything else from it, because J.K. Rowling is a very awful person for a lot of different reasons, but mostly, you know, the terrible bigotry that she has. And getting Mam to say that she's not going to financially put any more into it is actually a big deal, and I'm very, very proud of her for that. It's like, yay! Steps are being made. But it's really funny when, like, people say that the older generations don't have autism, and like autism is only a thing that's happened recently, when I just look at my mother, and my mother reads Harry Potter once a month, like all of the books once a month, and has done for years. This is like, yeah, totally, autism is only just a newfangled thing. Oh dear. I flatly told people to pirate if they don't want to own it and want it. Yes, it's ethically hard as a small business owner myself to say just pirate things, but J.K. Rowling is a multi-billionaire. Like, you're not going to be breaking her heart if you pirate it, but at least you're not supporting her views. And that's kind of the main thing. It's just kind of icky thinking about it. It's, and you know what I don't understand about this is because the woman was so loved for producing Harry Potter that she could have easily just flown into the sunset and kept her millions and had a perfectly good time with her legacy intact and adored by millions of people forevermore, but she just had to use her platform and use her money to be an awful bigot, and I'll just never understand it. Like, why? It's terrible. It's terrible. And the recent court ruling over in Glasgow and in Scotland as well is terrible, because the anti-trans bill that was passed, because it isn't even necessarily going to stop trans people from existing. It's just going to hurt people, both cis women, both trans women, both trans men as well. It's going to harm them awful as well, because people are focusing an awful lot about trans women being in the women's bathroom, but a trans man going to be in a woman's bathroom, they're going to be on the bad side of harassment as well. It's just horrible. It doesn't help anybody. And then you kind of wonder what their plan is, that like, how are you going to prove your biological sex? Like, are you just going to drop trow? But no, Rowling got into Twitter brain and couldn't stop tweeting. Exactly. It's like, she could have been adored for forevermore, but just decided that bigotry was what she wanted to do with her legacy, and it's such a shame. It's because, like, I grew up on reading the Harry Potter books. I'm really dyslexic, so reading for me was very hard when I was younger, and I got into reading books and novels through Harry Potter with my mother, and that's why she's also very into Harry Potter. So it was really hard to just see her devolve into just downright evil shit. Like even taking out the evilness of for being anti-trans, some of the racist stuff she said has been outstanding. It's like, how did you get away with this for so long, madam? Like, Jesus Christ. I'm still always wonder why all the uber wealthy all get the same brain rot. Yeah, it is very odd that it seems to happen that once you get certain amounts of money, you just turn into an unmerciful bigot. It's like the same happened with Musk and stuff. It's so weird because people were finding tweets of his from like years ago where he was being so proudly pro-LGBT and then suddenly for some reason just decided to go into being a turbo cunt. Like, it's so strange. The mold. Voldemort! That's also another strange thing. She has so much money, but why is her house so moldy? Like, there was people trying to defend it and say, oh, it was just the wallpaper. And I'm just like, what wallpaper was that? And if that was wallpaper, you have enough money to buy new wallpaper. So bad. Return home. Because most of the time they're just doing it for performance, and then people find the crack in the dam, and once it breaks under pressure it all comes out. Yeah, the grift. The grift. Once you get attention, you want more attention, and it kind of breeds negativity, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure there's another level in here. Am I remember this right? Is there another level?
I can't believe how fast
You found some unstolen treasure! Sean's done some good videos on it. I must look into it, because like it is such an interesting phenomenon that like once people get a whiff of attention on social media, they immediately turn to the grifting, because outrage is, especially on places like Twitter, outrage feeds engagement. People will always be like pro the grift, and then people will be against the grift, so it just snowballs this attention. And it's unfortunately the way social media works, that the more attention you get, be it good or bad, the better, and that's a surefire way of getting the bad attention anyway. He's also done on gums and the bollocks about Stellar Blade being anti-woke. Oh my gosh, the stuff about Stellar Blade was hilarious. Oh, I couldn't understand why people were so gung-ho about it, and then they were like, oh, this is going to save gaming, yada yada, and then about 2 weeks after it came out, I've seen nobody talk about it.
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons.
Release the dragons!
Recover the egg from those pesky blue thieves.
Stellar Blade is woke now too. Oh my god. Of course it is! Everything is woke. It kind of reminds me of that Simpsons joke. You know when he's in like the psych ward and it's like, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks. Yes, Mr. Simpson, everything sucks. It's like that, but with woke. It's woke, it's woke, it's woke. Yes, Mr. Simpson, it's woke. There's a survey from the devs included an option for non-binary options for identity. That isn't even the wokest. Oh. That's really cool that they put that in, because I'd imagine they aren't unaware of the woke thing, that people were saying this is going to save gaming because like they have the sexy lady in it. So that's kind of cool of them that they saw all of that and was just like, no. 2 for 2. Like, I do very much appreciate it when a game development studio goes out of their way to be inclusive. I think especially at the moment it's so important that the small acts of allyship mean so much, and it's just really cool to see even just the smallest things, like say an option for non-binary. It's so important now, more so than ever, to be an ally wherever you can and just be cool to each other and be good peeps, you know? I can never understand that. I can't enjoy the game without my teenage vajayjay bones. But the woke took the vagina bones. I'll never forget that. It was that they edited out like the hip bones from somebody from One Piece or something. Oh.
When you see arrows like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge?
Supercharge.
Go ahead, try it.
That guy looks like he plays Magic the Gathering. Boulder.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly.
I'm just waiting for the implosion now. They're fighting over Oblivion 1 or 2 instead of male or female body type. Oh, that's insane. Like, Skyrim and Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls have always been turbo woke. Like, in the most unintentional way possible. Like, there's always been options for, like, same-sex marriage and that. Like, in Skyrim, in Skyrim there is absolutely no differentiation on who you can marry. You can just dom an amulet and you can marry, and that's that, like. So it's always been woke. I am really interested in the Oblivion remakes, though. I am a pretty big fan of Elder Scrolls, so to see them getting a remake and for it to be announced and released so quickly is really cool. Because like I'm still waiting for the next Elder Scrolls. They announced it so long ago. Yeah. I'm a big fan, so I might end up playing it. The Caucus Curio, Morrowind, who will give you a recommendation in the name of a house, hello, and all he wants is a kiss regardless of gender. Yes, exactly. It's always been woke. It's just woke all the way down. But, you know, it's so funny though, because what they're even claiming is woke these days is just nonsensery, and you kind of wonder how much enjoyment they even get from games if they are so incensed about things that just do not matter. Like, why is Baldur's Gate 3 forcing me to be gay? Baldur's Gate 3 forcing people to be gay is so funny, considering there is an option to fuck a literal bear. Like, you can literally romance a bear. Well, I know that it's a person just shapeshifted as a bear, but that's not the point. The point is that you can romance a bear, and there is a graphical sex scene involving the bear. But no, sure, like, being gay is woke. They hate games because gaming as a whole has always been very inclusive. Like, it's one of those things that you can pick up a game no matter who you are, where you're from, or what even your skill level is. There's always a game for you. There's always a game that you can play. And game development has always been, like, there's so many indie creators, there's so many people who take up making games and playing games because they're passionate for it, and you know, I just don't get people who because anybody that I've met that has been in conventions, and people who are nerdy, aside from a very, very small minority of people, have always been very inclusive, have always been very welcoming, have always been very open, and wouldn't give a shit about wokeness, because it gets me very heated. Because, like, it wasn't that long ago when any kind of interest in video games was seen as just so nerdy and so gay and so uncool, and people who were into games were all on the outside, and it was kind of a counterculture. And now for them to be treating it like it's woke, when it always has been. It's like that meme of the guy with the gun in the moon, and it's just like, you mean games are woke? Always has been. Always has been. Yeah. Yes, there is definitely a different type of gamer that would be into, like, Call of Duty and into, like, FIFA and those type of games that are out every single year, the sports games, the shooting games. But even in saying that, I do know people who do play Call of Duty that find all of this stuff, getting upset about woke, insane, and they also find it stupid. But it is really funny, like, when I have come across the type of guys that are like, oh, you're a gamer girl, name 3 games. And that's always fun, because I can pull out, like, your normal games that are every person and their grandma's played, like Skyrim, like Spyro, and then I was just like, have you played Road 96? have you played The Return of the Obra Dinn? Like, have you played The Artful Escape? That's a great game. Bloodborne is an incredible game. If anybody has not played Bloodborne, I highly recommend it. Deadly Premonition is another one. Because if somebody comes up to me and is like, oh, what do you mean you're a gamer girl? It's like, have you played Deadly Premonition? What's your thoughts on Francis York Morgan? What are your thoughts on the woke? Did you get the natural root in SMT4? Yes. That's always really fun when you break out the like, what are your thoughts on Nocturne? Oh god. Oh my god, it's 11:30. I should really head off. I really like gaslighting them with, what are you talking about? Isn't a game X isn't a game, it's a cartoon. Rugrats search for Reptar. Oh my god. I'll save. The crystal light. Oh, cool! There's like little footprints. That's a nice detail. Myself and my husband, we have the PlayStation Network, which is really cool. And the PS Plus and that, and we have access to all of the game library, but we never know what to play because we have so many on our list to play. So we have like this little red box that has a list of all of the games that we want to play in it, and we take it out like a bingo, like a lucky dip, every time we want to play a new game. So at the moment we're playing The Forgotten City, and we just finished, what was the one that we just finished? We played Kennen, The Bridge of Souls, played God of War Ragnarok recently. Disaster Report 4, that was the one that we finished just before The Forgotten City, and it's a shitpost. If you haven't played any of the Disaster Report games, Disaster Report 4 is an absolute shitpost of a game. I highly recommend that. It's very fun. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming to my stream. I'm gonna leave it off there. I've been on for about 2 hours 45 minutes, and I haven't had anything to eat today, so I'm going to head off. As usual, my VOD will be up in a few days on YouTube at YouTube/SkillsGark. If you like the content and you're still here and want to watch me struggle more, I stream on Thursdays at 8:30. I'm not going to be here next week. I'm actually going to be away, but the week after I'm going to maybe try see about streaming on Mondays as well, so Mondays and Thursdays. And yeah, thank you. I hope everybody has a good night, and thank you for listening to me rant. Eat the rich, trans rights are human rights. All games are woke if you dig deep enough. Bye guys!